Welcome to West Pacific Watch, where we go beyond headlines and dive deep into the forces shaping national defense, regional security, and the future of military power in the Indo-Pacific. Today we turn our attention skyward, not to the clouds, not to weather patterns, but to the invisible battle space above the Philippine archipelago, where modern warfare increasingly unfolds. A domain where seconds matter, radar screens glow, and interceptor missiles stand ready to rise at a moment's notice. In this episode, we are diving deep into the realm of national defense, focusing on one of the most critical and ambitious initiatives undertaken by the armed forces of the Philippines in recent years, the Horizon 3 program. At the heart of this effort is a clear and urgent mission to safeguard vital installations, military units, and national infrastructure from growing aerial threats. And at the forefront of this defensive shield are two formidable systems now under serious consideration: iDome and SPYDER AIO systems. Two philosophies, one mission: protect the Philippine skies. The modern battlefield has changed. Gone are the days when air threats meant only high-flying bombers or fighter jets detected hours in advance. Today's threats are faster, stealthier, and more unpredictable. Cruise missiles hugging the sea surface, armed drones flying low and slow, rocket artillery launched from beyond visual range, unmanned aerial systems used for surveillance, targeting, and attack. In the West Philippine Sea and the broader Indo-Pacific, these threats are no longer hypothetical. They are real, tested, and actively deployed by regional powers. For an archipelagic nation like the Philippines, home to critical air bases, naval facilities, radar stations, power plants, ports, and command centers, air defense is no longer optional. It is essential. This is precisely where Horizon 3 comes into play. The Horizon 3 program represents the most advanced phase of the AFP's long-term modernization roadmap. While earlier horizons focused on basic capability restoration and limited deterrence, Horizon 3 is about credible defense, survivability, and integration. One of its top priorities: short-range air defense, SHORAD. SHORAD systems are designed to protect key assets from low to medium altitude threats, the very threats most likely to appear in modern conflict scenarios. And among the systems being evaluated, two stand out. Let's begin with iDome, a mobile air defense system derived from Israel's world-renowned Iron Dome architecture. But make no mistake, this is not merely a copy. iDome is a modular, deployable, and highly adaptable system tailored for expeditionary and territorial defense. At the core of iDome is a highly advanced multi-mission radar system capable of detecting, tracking, and classifying airborne threats at ranges of up to 50 kilometers. This radar provides early warning against incoming threats, 360-degree situational awareness, simultaneous tracking of multiple targets. Whether the threat comes from the sea, land, or air, the system is designed to see it early enough to act. iDome employs the Tamir interceptor missile, a combat-proven weapon with an impressive record. Each launcher can carry up to 10 Tamir missiles, ready for vertical launch, meaning faster reaction times and full directional coverage. The Tamir missile is capable of intercepting targets at distances of up to 15 kilometers, at altitudes reaching 10 kilometers. These interceptors are designed to counter cruise missiles, long-range rockets, armed drones and UAVs, fixed-wing aircraft. Fast, agile, and precise, Tamir missiles are optimized for cost-effective interception, ensuring that defensive firepower is used only when truly necessary. What truly elevates iDome is its sophisticated command and control system. Operators can monitor airspace in real time, automatically prioritize threats, decide which targets warrant interception, coordinate with other air defense assets. The system supports remote operation, allowing crews to operate from protected locations, an essential feature in modern high-threat environments. This level of automation and integration ensures that vital installations, military bases, and critical infrastructure remain protected even under saturation attacks. Now let's turn to the second contender. SPYDER AIO, short for Surface-to-Air Python and Darby, all in one, is another Israeli-designed SHORAD system, but with a different emphasis. Where iDome focuses on layered point defense, SPYDER AIO emphasizes mobility, extended reach, and versatility. SPYDER AIO boasts a radar detection range of up to 60 kilometers, offering slightly broader early warning coverage compared to IDOME. This allows commanders to detect threats earlier, expand protected zones, cover larger geographic areas. SPYDER AIO features an interception range of up to 25 kilometers, significantly longer than IDOME's. It can engage targets at altitudes reaching 15 kilometers, making it effective against aircraft, high-altitude UAVs, certain missile profiles. Each system is equipped with up to 12 interceptor missiles, depending on configuration. One of SPYDER AIO's greatest strengths is its high mobility. Mounted on wheeled vehicles, the system can rapidly redeploy, escort maneuvering forces, protect moving convoys, cover temporary or forward-deployed installations. For an archipelagic nation with dispersed bases and forward operating locations, this flexibility can be decisive. Importantly, both IDOME and SPYDER AIO are designed to integrate with broader air defense networks. This includes higher-tier air defense systems, early warning radars, naval and air force sensors, allied and partner systems. Such integration allows the AFP to build a layered air defense architecture where threats are detected early, tracked continuously, and engaged by the most appropriate interceptor. The truth is, there is no single correct answer. The final decision will depend on several critical factors. Procurement cost is only part of the equation. Decision makers must also consider long-term maintenance, training requirements, missile replenishment costs, life cycle support. A system that is cheaper up front but costly to sustain may not be the optimal choice. System availability matters. A platform that can be delivered, deployed, and operationalized quickly may take precedence over one with longer production timelines, especially in a rapidly evolving security environment. Ultimately, the AFP's unique needs will shape the decision. Protection of fixed installations versus mobile units, integration with existing systems, terrain and geographic considerations, required level of mobility. As the Philippines advances into the Horizon 3 era, one thing is clear. Air defense will define survivability in future conflicts. Both IDOME and SPYDER AIO represent credible, modern, and combat-tested solutions that meet the AFP's requirements for short-range air defense. The choice between them is not merely technical, it is strategic. It reflects how the Philippines envisions defending its territory, protecting its people, and asserting its sovereignty in an increasingly contested region. Through careful evaluation, informed decision-making, and sustained investment, the armed forces of the Philippines can ensure that every peso spent contributes to a stronger, safer, and more resilient nation. To fully understand why the Horizon 3 air defense component matters, we must widen the lens. The skies above the West Philippine Sea and the broader Indo-Pacific are becoming increasingly crowded, not just with commercial traffic, but with military aircraft, drones, surveillance platforms, and long-range precision weapons. Regional powers are investing heavily in hypersonic glide vehicles, long-range cruise missiles, swarming drone tactics, electronic warfare, and radar suppression. These developments fundamentally alter the balance of power. For nations without a credible air defense network, even peacetime becomes vulnerable. A single drone can map a base. A single missile can cripple a runway. A coordinated strike can paralyze command and control. This is the threat environment the Philippine Armed Forces must now prepare for, not in theory, but in practice. Recent conflicts around the world have delivered a harsh but valuable lesson. Air defense determines survival. In Ukraine, short-range air defense systems have been the difference between functioning cities and devastated infrastructure. In the Middle East, layered air defense has prevented mass casualties and preserved strategic assets under sustained missile attacks. In the Indo-Pacific, military planners are watching closely. What these conflicts show is clear. Long-range air defense alone is not enough. Shored systems are the last line of defense. Mobility and reaction time matter more than raw range. IDOME and SPYDER AIO both fit squarely into this doctrine. In a Philippine context, shored systems would likely be deployed to protect major air bases and forward airfields, naval bases and shipyards, radar and surveillance stations, power plants and communications hubs, amphibious and expeditionary units IDOME is ideally suited for. Fixed site defense, layered protection of critical infrastructure, high threat zones requiring rapid automated response. Its precision and selective interception logic reduce missile expenditure, an important factor during prolonged engagements. SPYDER AIO excels in mobile force protection, forward deployed unit defense, rapid repositioning across islands. In scenarios involving amphibious operations or dispersed basing, its mobility becomes a decisive advantage. Another critical factor is interoperability. The Philippines does not stand alone. Through defense partnerships with the United States, Japan, Australia, and other regional allies, interoperability is increasingly important. Modern shore systems must be able to share radar tracks, integrate with allied early warning systems, operate within combined command frameworks. Both IDOME and SPYDER AIO are designed with NATO-compatible data links and network-centric architecture, allowing future integration into allied defense ecosystems. This turns national air defense into a regional deterrence multiplier. Defending an archipelago is uniquely difficult. Unlike continental states, the Philippines must protect thousands of kilometers of coastline, dispersed bases across multiple islands, sea lanes, and air corridors simultaneously. This reality makes flexible, layered, and distributed air defense essential. A mix of systems, rather than a single solution, may ultimately provide the best coverage. In such a structure, IDOME could anchor fixed strategic sites. SPYDER AIO could patrol and protect mobile formations. Together, they form a complementary shield, rather than competing alternatives. Defense procurement is never purely technical. Industrial partnerships, technology transfer, training packages, and diplomatic relationships all factor into the final decision. Key considerations include local maintenance and sustainment capability, training pipelines for operators and technicians, long-term supply of interceptor missiles, political reliability of suppliers. A system that strengthens both defense and strategic partnerships may carry added weight. Horizon 3 is not about today alone. It is about the next 20 to 30 years. Any shored system selected must be able to counter evolving drone threats, adapt to electronic warfare environments, integrate new sensors and interceptors, scale as budgets and threats change. Modularity and upgrade paths are therefore critical. Both IDOME and SPYDER AIO offer growth potential, but how that potential aligns with Philippine needs will be decisive. Ultimately, modern air defense is about more than shooting down missiles. It sends a message. A message that critical assets are protected, aggression will be costly, the nation is prepared. In strategic terms, deterrence begins with denial, denying adversaries the confidence that an attack will succeed. The Horizon 3 program marks a turning point. For the first time, the Philippine Armed Forces are seriously moving toward a credible, modern, and integrated air defense posture. Whether the final choice favors IDOME, SPYDER AIO, or a combination of systems, the direction is clear. The Philippines is no longer content to remain vulnerable from above. As the strategic environment grows more complex, one truth remains constant. Those who control and protect the skies control their future. This is West Pacific Watch, tracking power, deterrence, and the defense of the Indo-Pacific.